Hey everyone! Have you noticed that while almost everyone is focused on artificial intelligence, another industry has quietly been creating some of the biggest opportunities in the stock market? I'm talking about the space technology sector. Over the past year, companies connected to space exploration, satellite systems, and defense technology have attracted massive investor attention. But with that excitement has also come incredible volatility. Some of these stocks have delivered explosive rallies, only to give back a large portion of those gains within a matter of weeks. One company that perfectly illustrates this roller coaster is Redwire. Just a short time ago, the stock was trading near its recent highs, exciting investors with strong momentum and growing optimism. Then everything changed. Heavy selling pressure pushed the share price sharply lower, taking it from the upper 20s to almost the $10 level. That kind of correction naturally raises an important question. Is this simply another temporary pullback inside a larger bullish trend, or is it the beginning of something much more concerning? Today's trading session gave investors a reason to pay attention. After weeks of relentless selling, buyers finally showed signs of life. For nearly an entire month, the stock struggled to build any lasting momentum. Every attempt to recover was quickly met by sellers, keeping the price trapped in a consistent downward trend. However, today's move was different, because the stock finally managed to produce a meaningful green session, suggesting that buyers may finally be stepping back into the market. Now, before anyone gets overly excited, it's important to remember that one positive trading day doesn't automatically signal a full recovery. Redwire has shown similar behavior in the past. The stock has temporarily climbed above important moving averages, giving traders hope that a breakout was beginning, only to reverse course and fall right back down. That's exactly why patience is so important at this stage. Instead of chasing every upward move, many experienced traders prefer to wait for confirmation. Confirmation means seeing the stock not only break above a key resistance level, but also hold that level as new support. Right now, the area around $12 has become one of the most important price zones to watch. This level has acted as both support and resistance during previous trading sessions, making it a major battleground between buyers and sellers. If Redwire can establish itself above this area and continue attracting buying volume, the technical picture becomes much more interesting. A successful breakout could open the door for another move toward the $13 to $15 range. And if market sentiment remains positive, some investors believe the stock could eventually challenge the $20 area once again. Of course, none of that is guaranteed, but these are the levels many market participants are closely monitoring. Just yesterday, many traders were discussing the importance of the $10 support zone. That level represented a critical area where buyers needed to defend the stock. Fortunately, the recent bounce suggests that support may still be holding, although it's still too early to declare victory. Markets often produce temporary rallies before continuing lower, so investors should remain cautious until additional confirmation appears. One thing that makes following fast-moving industries so difficult is the sheer amount of information released every single day. Whether you're watching artificial intelligence companies, data center businesses, quantum computing firms, or space technology stocks like Redwire, keeping track of every announcement, price movement, and forecast can quickly become overwhelming. That's why many investors rely on research platforms and analytical tools that gather large amounts of market information into one place. These tools don't guarantee success, but they can help investors organize data and identify trends more efficiently. Current projections suggest that short-term volatility may continue. In fact, some forecasts indicate the stock could experience additional weakness or even a small pullback before finding stronger footing. That shouldn't surprise anyone, because highly volatile growth stocks rarely move in a straight line. Sharp rallies are often followed by equally sharp pullbacks before the next major trend develops. However, when analysts shift their focus from the next few trading sessions to the coming weeks and months, the outlook becomes noticeably more optimistic. Several longer-term projections continue pointing toward potential price targets in the mid-teen range, assuming the broader market remains supportive and the company continues executing its business strategy. While forecasts should never be treated as guarantees, they do provide insight into how professional analysts currently view the stock's potential direction. So what exactly is driving all this attention toward Redwire? There are three major factors that investors continue discussing. The first is the industry itself. The second is the company's financial position. And the third is the technical setup currently developing on the stock chart. When all three of these areas begin improving at the same time, that's when investors typically start paying much closer attention. The space technology industry has become one of the fastest-growing sectors in the global economy. Governments around the world continue increasing investments in national security, satellite infrastructure, missile defense systems, and advanced aerospace technologies. At the same time, private companies are investing billions of dollars into commercial space exploration, creating opportunities that simply didn't exist a decade ago. Redwire has positioned itself to participate in several of these high-growth markets. The company works on technologies ranging from satellite components and advanced solar power systems to aerospace manufacturing and defense-related projects. It also participates in programs connected with NASA and other government agencies, giving it exposure to long-term contracts that can support future revenue growth. This combination of government partnerships, commercial opportunities, and exposure to the expanding space economy explains why so many long-term investors continue watching the company despite its recent share price decline. The business itself continues operating in one of the fastest-growing industries in the world, even though the stock price has recently experienced significant turbulence. The next question every investor must answer is whether the recent weakness represents a temporary opportunity or a warning sign that even more volatility could still be ahead. This is not financial advice.